ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਡੰਡਾਉਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਅਨਿਕ ਬਾਰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ ਮੈਂ ਮੂਰਖ ਕੀ ਕੇਤਕ ਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਕੋਟ ਪਰਾਧੀ ਤਰਿਆਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਸੁਨਿਆ ਪੇਖਿਆ ਸੇ ਫਿਰ ਗਰਭਾਸ ਨ ਪਰਿਆਰੇ ਕਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ ਭਰ ਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ ਆਪ ਲੈ ਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰੰਦ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਤਰਵਰ ਕਾਇਆ ਪੰਖ ਮਨ ਤਰਵਰ ਪੰਖੀ ਪੰਚ ਤਤ ਚੁਗਹਿ ਮਲ ਏਕ ਸੇ ਤਿਨ ਕਉ ਫਾਸ ਨਾ ਰੰਚ ਤਰਵਰ ਕਾਇਆ ਪੰਖੀ ਮਨ ਤਰਵਰ ਪੰਖੀ ਪੰਚ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਅਤਿਅੰਤ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਹਨ। We're so blessed to join listen to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji's Bani, Oankaar Bani. When Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji traveled towards the south of India, coming to a mandir, Oankaar Mandir. Uthe pahunch ke saad sangat ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji meets a Brahmin, a Pandit, who is teaching the 35 akhar, the 35 letters of the Sanskrit language or the Sanskrit Parchar. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji asks them, what is the meaning of each akhar? And that's where Ramdevit Saad Sangat Ji, Guru Maharaj Ji said to him, Suna Padde, kya likh ho jan jala, likh Ram Naam Gurmukhi Gopala. That what is the point of teaching these akhar? What's the point of teaching this arth, these meanings, if it puts us in more bandhan, if it puts us in more shackles? Likh Ram Naam Gurmukhi Gopala. ਕਿ ਆਪਣੀ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਰੂਪੀ ਪੱਟੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਕਰੋ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ's name on that ਪੱਟੀ. So in today's world we use paper, or not anymore, now we use computers, iPads, all these different things. In those days they wouldn't really use paper. You could say in some cases they use a patti, a slate, to write the akhar on, the letters. The Guru Nanak is saying, take the patti, take that slate of our faith, our Sharda Rupi Patti, or Man Rupi Patti, our mind, and on that write Likh Ram Naam Gurmukhi Gopala. Why Guruji's name? Just like in Siddhi Rag, the first Shabad Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ever recited as a child at the age of 5, Jal Moho Kasa Masakara. O Shabad which Guru Sahib says, Likh Ram Naam, Likh Antana Para. Say Likh Ram. Why Guruji's name? Jithe lekha mangye tithe hoye sacha nisan. Where they ask for the lekha, tithe pave othe us dargah de vich tithe hoye sacha nisan. It be the true nishani, the Guru's nishani, the one who writes why Guruji's name, lekha. So Guru Maharaj Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji gave these different sikhya to this Pandit at that time in this Oankaar Mandir. Oankaar Bani. Guru Maharaj Ji gave the arth of Oankaar as well at the start of this Bani. So Pichle Hafte Saad Sangat Ji, last week in the Katha, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji in the 32nd Pauri, they spoke to us about our moho, our attachment. The Ramadevich Guru said to us, Anako mera kis gahi nako hoa no hog. Anako mera. Nothing is mine, Guru Sahib Ji was saying. Jo hon asi bani parde we gurbani. So we're saying this, Nako mera kis gahi. Like we read in other parts of Gurbani, Bare Himat Ukhari, which Guru Sahib Ji said to us, ke, na koi mera, ho kis kera, har bin rehna na jaye. Na koi mera, nothing is mine, ho kis kera, who do I belong to? Har bin rehna na jaye. Ke WhyGuru Ji to bina, I cannot live. Har bin rehna na jaye. So Guru Sahib Ji again and again throughout Gurbani is reminding us that there's only one Parameshwar, one WhyGuru Ji. There's only one giver. Gura ik deh bujjai sabna jiya ka ik data so main visar na jaye. Do wari Japji Sahib de Paath vich. Panjvi pauri vich ਅਤੇ ਛੇਵੀਂ pauri vich. Guru Sahib says the same thing. So main visar na jaye. Ik data. That one giver WhyGuru Ji, may I never forget them. But our state is that we go into the world, we gain attachment, and we forget about that one data. Like many cases, look at the Sakhi Bibi Rajani Ji. Bibi Rajani Ji, very famous Sakhi of when Sri Harmandir Sahib or the Amrit Sarovar was made Padagat. Bibi Rajani Ji's father was called Duni Chand as well. The Duni Chand had 7 daughters. 6 of the 7 daughters would say to their father that you are our data, you give us everything. Bibi Rajani said, no, it's Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. But WhyGuru Ji gives you and then you give to us. When we read in Jab Sahib Namo Dana Dane, WhyGuru Ji is the one that gives to the givers. WhyGuru Ji gives us everything. And what did they do to Bibi Rajani Ji? They married him off to somebody who had Kori Darog, leprosy. And they said that if you're saying that God gives you everything, then take this and see what God gives you. And then the famous Shabad, Amrita Sara Satguru Satavadi, Jitna te Kawa Hans ho hai. That Asthan of Sri Amritsar Sahib, Jitna te, the one who goes there and bathes in that Sarovar, Kawa Hans ho hai. Even a crow can become a Hans, can become a swan again. So, WhyGuru Ji is always given to us. But sometimes we forget that. And then we come to such a stage where we think that nobody's with me. Like we read ke sukh mein baho sangi pai, dukh mein sang na koi. In the time of sukh, whether that's sukh around us, Jaa Sah Singh Ji, if we're giving out sukh, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੰਡ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, we're giving out sukh to other people, whether that's gifts, whether that's we're in a good state and we're helping people around us. Sukh mein baho sangi pai. Or some of the Sahs saying there's so much sukh around us and there's so much sang means sangat, people. Dukh mein sang na koi. But when it's the time of dukh, then everybody goes. Kaho Nanak har bhaj mana. Guru Sahib Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur saying to say har bhaj mana. Hey mere mana, bhaj. Bhaj hai means bhaj in bandagi. Bhaj har mana ant sahai hoye. So remember that one who's going to stay with us at the end. WhyGuru. Nobody else. Like we read last week, Man uha naam sang tere sang sahai, Man uha naam tere sang sahai, in a Sukhamani Sahib, Jehimat pita sutamit na pai, where everyone else is going to go. Man uha, uthe naam is going to be our sahai, naam is going to be our support. So Guru Sahib is telling us ke sukh mein baho sangi pai, dukh mein sang na koi. So ant sahai hoya. Ant the which Sah Singh Ji, only WhyGuru Ji's name is going to be our support. Again, in that same Shabad of Slok Malanava, ant the which, in the third last, you could say Slok of Dohara, Sang Sakha Sabataj Gai, Kaun Nibhyo Sat. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji explains it themselves when they were sitting in Chandni Chowk in Delhi and they were saying these words, Ke Sang Sakha Sabataj Gai. They wrote this chitti to their own son, Sri Gobind Rai Ji, and they said that everybody is gone. Kauna Nibhyo Sat. Nobody's here with me now. My only support is Teka Eka Raghunath. That my only support is WhyGuru Ji. So again and again throughout Gurbani, WhyGuru Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, all our Guru Sahiban are reminding us that there's only one God. As a Sikh we all believe there's one God. They are the true giver. That we say Ik Data, Soma Visar Na Jai. And that one WhyGuru Ji is going to be with us from the start to the end. Ad and Joda Khanahar. They are only support. And that's where we should be putting all our hopes and all our desires and all our faith. Of course, we put in the world. It's not to say that it makes us a bad person, but we know the result of that in the end, because then it comes a time when we think that look how much it did for the people around me, but they don't do nothing for me, especially when we need that help. And again, that's when Guru Tegh Bahaj, again, Nove Paatshah's Bani, a ninth Guru's Bani, is such Bani that it touches us in a different way compared to, you could say, the rest of Gurbani. All of Gurbani has a different, you could say, experience, flavor, emotion. But when Guru Tegh Bahaj speaks, they're speaking from a different state, because just look at Guru Tegh Bahaj's Jiva, ninth Guru, spent 26 years and 9 months and I think 13 days in Bakale Pind. So nearly 27 years. We say Shabbi Saal, it was 26 years, but it's 26 years, 9 months and 13 days in Bakale Pind. They stayed in the Pora Sahib doing bhakti the whole time. Imagine what Guru Sahib Ji was experiencing, what they were trying to teach us to experience about this world and how nothing is going to remain, nothing is satir, nothing, us today, everything is going to go. So Guru Sahib Ji says in the Bani, Preetama Jan leho man mahi, apne hi sukusyo jagaphandyo ko kahu ko nahi. Say Preetama Jan leho man mahi. Understand this. Jan leho means to know. Man mahi in your mind. Apne hi sukusyo jagaphandyo. Everybody wants sukh. And everybody is caught up in their own sukh. Ko kahu ko nahi. Nobody's thinking about the other person. We're all thinking about ourselves. That I want to be happy. Asi sare sukh chaunde, we all want to be happy. That's why we always do sukh shanti di ardas, which is nothing wrong with. But my sukh is more important than somebody else's sukh. And that's not a malicious thing when somebody does that, because that's the ego. Ego is not just like a very rough or abrupt thing. Ego can be very subtle. That sometimes we feel so hurt by people around us that why are they not doing something for us? They may, if we ask them to, they probably help us, but it's the ego. Everybody thinks about themselves first, subtly. So Guru Maharaj is teaching us this. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean that we leave the world. As a Sikh, we know what our duty is. The Sikh's duty is to live in the world and to do bhakti and paropakar. Guru Seva te bhagat kamai. Comes in Bhagat Kabir Ji's Bani. Guru Seva te bhagat kamai. Tab eh manas dehi pahi. Why have you got this manukha dehi, this human body? Guru Seva te bhagat kamai. To do Guru Sahib Ji Seva, pave hathi Seva. Ate Sasanga Ji Seva is not just hathi Seva, it's also through vichar of Gurbani. Guru ki Seva, sabad vichar, comes in Gurbani. So to take Gurbani and apply it into our lives to become a better person. Fir paropakar, Guru Seva, to help others. Te bhagat kamai, bhajan bandagi. Both things need to be done. Sarva dharam mahasresh dharam hadko naam japa nirmal karma. Hadko naam jap is bhajan bandagi. The nirmal karam you can say is seva in this respect. Seva te simran. Two things that we need. And Sad Sangat comes with that anyway. So Guru Sahib Ji, again and again, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is teaching us that in this world that we live, know our duty, but don't become attached. And don't have these expectations, because expectations loads of times don't end up ending in the right way. So Guru Maharaj Ji, Guru Sahib Ji gave this upadesh last week about Anako Mera Kisagahi. They say that the person comes and goes, Vaguchi means kharab, to be ruined. They wasted this special life that they had. This Munukha Dehi that we're going to speak about this week when Guru Sahib Ji says about Taravara Kaya Pankhaman. So Sasanga Ji be given the human body. We said it last week, Parapat Manukha Dehuriya, Gobind Milan ki ehe teri body. We given this Manukha Dehi. The Bhagat Ji tells us in Gurbani that Guru Seva te Bhagat hai, Guru Seva te Bhagat kamai, tab eh manuk dehi pahi. That's why we got this human body to do seva ਅਤੇ ਭਜਨ ਬੰਦਗੀ. To do these two things, to meditate upon God's name and to serve the Guru. Then they say, Is dehi ko simrah dev. Simrah dev means ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤੇ ਹਨ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ 33 ਕਰੋੜ ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤੇ 330 million ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤੇ. Is dehi ko simrah dev. They say all the devi devte want this human body. There's us, not us, but like the you could say Indian, because it happens mainly in that respect in Hindustan, India, all doing puja of the Devi Devte. The Guru Maharaj is saying, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, that the Devi Devte want the human body. It's a Dehi ko Simrah Dev. They're doing Simran. They want this human body that we have. So Dehi Paja Har Ki Sev. So Guru Sahib is saying, what should we do? If we have the human body, they all want this body that we have because they can't get mukti. The Devi Dev, they can't get mukti. We can get mukti through a Satguru. They all want Amrit. Through Amrit we can get mukti. Amrit bina we cannot get mukti. Amrit, Naam, Amrit, the same thing. No difference. The only way to get Amrit is through a Satguru. Bina Satguru kena na payo, bina Satguru kena na payo. Without a Satguru, without Naam, nobody will ever get mukti. That is the, you could say, the rule of Nizam that WhyGuru Ji made themselves, that Naam to bina Satsanga Ji, nobody has ever gained mukti. And Naam can only be gained through a Satguru. The Kaljug de Satsanga Ji, who is a Satguru? Sabte Vadda, Satguru Nanak, Jin Kal Rakhi Meri. Kaljug de which there is no one greater than Sri Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji. Sabte Vadda Satguru Nanak. So Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying to us that now we got this human body, then what do? Guru Maharaj Ji Seva. So we'll go through the Pauri today and let's see what Guru Sahib Ji has to say about this Sarir. This Sarir that we have so much man over, we have so much pride over. Okay, look at my, see, look how strong my body is, look how beautiful my body is. But Guru Maharaj Ji says in Siri Sukhmani, he said, Jintu Saj Savarisi Garya, Garba Aganme Jine Obarya. Who gave us his body? WhyGuru Ji did. It's all come from WhyGuru Ji. So, Satsanga Ji, Aram Karan to Pehla, before we start the Katha Vichar, let's all focus our minds on the Charan of Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji. So, Sari Sangat Kirpa Karo. Te Sari Sangat Akho Satnam Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji.
Taravar Kaya Pankh Man, Taravar Pankhi Panch.
So, Satsanga Ji, Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji speaks us about this Kaya. Kaya means Sarir, Dehe, body. So, Taravar Kaya, Pankhaman. They say this body is like a Taravar. Taravar, he means brecha. They say it's like a tree. So, why is Guru Sahib Ji speaking about the body for? Because if we just look at that Shabad again of Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Ke Ramaya ke Gunachet Parani, Kavana Mulate Kavana Drishtani. Ramaya Pave He Prana Tari Ji, they're saying to us, we have these life forces. Ramaya ke Gunachet Parani. They say, WhyGuru Ji de Guna nu chete karo. Remember WhyGuru Ji's gun. They're saying to us. Tai every single day, Amrit Vela, we read Amrit Vela Sach now. Vadiyai Vichar. Vichar. Chete kar. Remember WhyGuru Ji's gun. That's what the Sikh does. The Sikh says WhyGuru and we sing WhyGuru Ji's praises. Tere kavana kavana guna kehe kehe gava. Tu sahib guni nedana. What gun of yours can I sing about? Tu sahib guni nedana. You are the treasure of all gun. Sab gun tere, main nahi koi. Vin gun kite, bhagta na hoy. It's through gun. Gun mean qualities, merits. So sade vaste hopefully shubh gun, good qualities to have. Right? Sat bolna. Sat Naam Japana, to do these things. Sat Santokha, to be Santokhi. Bina Santokha, nahi ko rajya. Sat Santokh, Daya, to have compassion in our lives. Dharma, Nimrata Pyar. These are the qualities of a Sikh, to be an honest person. That's just the first thing. And how many of us fall at that hurdle when it comes to Sat, ke sat bolana. Jo sadi kamai asas Singh Ji, how we earn our money, is that through Sach, Sat. So Guru Sahib Ji speak to us. They're saying ke kavan ke ramaya ke gura chet prani, kavan moolate kavan drishtani. How do we gain this body? From the origin from WhyGuru Ji. Drishtani. Jis Sri Rashi dekhde that we see every single day when we look in the mirror, it's not because of us, it's because of them. WhyGuru Ji gave us this body. WhyGuru Ji gave us 2 legs, 2 arms, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs, in case somebody wants to get clever with me and say we got not 10 fingers. Right? Guru Sahib has given us everything. Jintu Saj Savad Si Garya, Garbha Aganame Jine Obarya. Even in the garb, in the womb, this where there was a fire, they would say, it says in Gurbani many times, they say, Jinhe Obarya, Uthevi Sasangaji WhyGuru Ji protected us. Baal Vyavastha Tujhe Pyare Doodha. Phir Baal Avastha which as a baby, we had love for Dudh. WhyGuru Ji gave us that Dudh. Before the child is even born, in the mother's breast, the Dudh comes itself. Before we're even born, it will come. Think it's through like oxytocin, like hormones and stuff. So naturally the rijik, the sustenance comes itself. Who gave that? WhyGuru Ji themselves. Par joban, pojan sukh sood, fir javani. When we get to the mid-age, pojan, then we eat ourselves. Bird paya upar saak sen, bird budde pe which when we get old, bird paya upar saak sen, and now all our saaks and bandiya, everyone around us has to look after us. Hopefully they look after us. Otherwise, sang sakha savta jagai, Governor Nabi Asad, then everybody leaves us, right? Maj Kirpa, hopefully, I'll say still in the Punjabi culture, we look after elders. Hopefully, Maj Kirpa. Unfortunately, look in other cultures, even in like I'd say in the Gora culture, and you'll see that, well, I've seen they just put them in a home. But our parents, our grandparents did our seva, and now it's our Jummawadi, it's our responsibility to do their seva, because that's a big seva as well, to do seva of our elders as well. So, Budepe the Sasi even then, so Pojan Suk Sud, Birda Paya Upar Saks and Muk up your bed go then. So TV Sasi in the old age, then that child feeds them. They look after them. So from the start to the end, WhyGuru Ji is always giving to us. They're always sustaining us, giving us this body and these kind of things. So Guru Sahib Ji always speaks about the body all the time. This body that we have got, but we've not really treasured it. We're not very thankful for this body that WhyGuru Ji has given to us. And today it's quite funny because we teach Santhya every single Sundays at the hall in the back. So if anybody wants to learn to be Gurbani, you're more than welcome to come every Sunday morning from 8 to 10 o'clock in the car park hall. We were standing outside the Santhya Tobad, and there was a Singh there, and he was standing there, and he had this one white hair coming out of his cheek. So with a dada beard, the case, it's all hair, right? But he's got one long white hair coming out of here. And we all looking at him, and we're just talking about, that's very interesting, where's that come from? And a Sakhi came in my mind at that time. I won't say what the Sakhi is, but it came in my mind. And then just before came to Katha today, there's a few pankti here that I just couldn't understand the art. So I thought, listen to Katha. And in that Katha, the same Sakhi came up again. And I thought, this is I should tell this Sakhi then, because Maharaji is speaking to me about this. So there was once a Guru Sikh singing Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Hazuri. The Sikh is sitting there. The Sikh looks so chardi kala, so beautiful. You got the roop of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the roop of the Khalsa. Got the star, Panj Kakar, a long beautiful beard, black beard as the case is flowing. And he's sitting there. And imagine this Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is sitting on their Manji Sahib. Hey, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Imagine Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji here. Everybody's looking at Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Everybody's looking at Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And then Guru Gobind Singh Ji's looking at somebody in the Sangat. They look at this one Singh and they said to them, Age aajo, come forward, sit right in front of me. And imagine how that Singh must have felt quite pumped, right? That Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked me to sit right in front of them. Chalo Hankar comes inside as well, Kevadi. If somebody picks us out, if somebody famous looked at us or spoke to us or replied to our message online, we'd be like, oh, that person spoke to me. But this is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji says to them, sit in front of me, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji keeps looking at them. Imagine if Guru Gobind Singh Ji kept looking at us. Imagine how blessed we'd feel, or we would be, right? Guru Gobind Singh just keeps looking at them. They're smiling with so much love. And this Sikh is thinking that Guru Gobind Singh Ji keeps looking at me. And there's so much anand. This Sangat Ji, when that, you could say that Divan finished, that Sikh goes home, and the Sikh goes and looks in the shisha, they go look in the mirror. And they're looking at themselves thinking that, maybe we have a hankar that look at me. Guru Gobind Singh is looking at me today. Look at this roop that the Guru's blessed me with. I look quite good. Then what happened was he looked at himself and he saw one white hair in his dara, in his beard. He saw that one white hair and he thinks, no. This one white hair cannot be here because this is going to ruin my look. So what do you think he does? No, he doesn't do just for men, right? He pulls it out, right? In Sikhi, we don't dye our case, or that is biadbi as well. So koret, right? So what he does, he doesn't dye his case. He pulls that one white piece of case out. Now for a Sikh, we don't call that bal. We don't call that white hair, we call that hira. That is a diamond, that one white hair that came. So the Sikh, they plucked out that one piece of case, that one white hair, and they chucked it away. Guess what happens the next day? Sikh goes, sits in Maharaji's Hazuri. They're probably trying to get that same seat right in front of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And today Guru Gobind Singh Ji does not have that same smile on their face. Guru Gobind Singh Ji is not looking at that Sikh in the same way they looked at them yesterday. And today Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, tell that Sikh to go sit in the corner. I don't even want to look at that Sikh today. I don't even want my eyes, my gaze to go on that Sikh today. Why do you think that was the case? If the Guru is looking at us today, do you think the Guru would want to look at us? It's not a judgment. We all ourselves think, do we think the Guru would want to look at us with the actions that we do and how we carry ourselves? Like how a parent is proud of their child and they always look at them thinking, that my child is, they're doing the right thing. Or do we know that we should be doing certain things but we're not doing them? So that Sikh at that time is told to go sit in the corner. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji can't see them. They saw Singh Ji, what happens is afterwards, that Sikh became very upset. The Das ho ke, they're so sad and depressed. And then they go in front of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, haath jod ke, they do a benti, ke Maharaji, what's changed today? Yesterday, I was sitting right in front of you, and you were so pleased, but today it's not the same. And Guru Sahib Ji said, what has changed from yesterday to today? And then the Sikh realized there was that one hair that they plucked out that was a different color. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to them, it was that one case that made me so happy. It wasn't the other 100, 200, 300 pieces of hair that you had. It was that one white case that you had there at that time, that hira, that gem that I saw that made me so happy, and you pulled it out. So another sakhi that relates to this is that when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji first had a strand of white hair appear, Mata Gujri Ji came to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and said that, look, one white piece of hair has come. And if that was us, I've got one now in my case as well, Banda gets proper dukhi when they see the first white hair, right? Or you think, oh, maybe it's just the light. We start trying to look around, see maybe it's not white hair, right? Or, just start, maybe I've been very stressed recently. Maybe, when stress goes away, then the case will turn black again. What does Guru Gobind Singh Ji do? They get Kara Parshadi Dek and do Ardas to Guru Saji Nusho Qurana di Ardas. They don't see it as a sad thing. They celebrate it because that one piece of case is not a burden, it's a diamond, it's a hira. And for Sikh doesn't care about time. A Sikh of the Guru is a Kal, is beyond time, is beyond death. The Sikh is waiting to embrace death. Jis marne te jag dare, mere man anand. So jis marne, the whole world is afraid of dying. That death that everybody is scared of, mere man anand. Guru Sahib is saying in Gurbani that in my mind, that's like the best thing ever. Now we did a podcast 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago with a Guru Sikh, and he said, okay, how scary is it to face somebody who's not afraid of death? That would be the worst type of person to face. Everybody has attachment. Everybody has something worth living for. But imagine meeting somebody who has nothing worth living for. As in they have no attachment. That they're ready to go at any moment. The Siddhant of Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji, Pehla Marna Kabul. Everything that we hear from the times of Guru Gobind Singh Ji or the Shaheed Singhs is not something that they learn from Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. It's all the way from the start from Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj. Guru Nanak Ji laid the path. Okay, to give your head. It's all from Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji. And all the other Gurus built upon that. But it's the same Jot. Jot Oha, Jugatasai. Jot Oha is the same Jot. Jugatasai, the Jugati is the same. The technique is the same. Nothing has changed. The body has changed, but the Jot, the Swarup that sits inside, that has not changed. So Guru Sahib Ji here, Guru Gobind Singh Ji is teaching us a big lesson that now I know next time I see a white hair, I'm not going to panic. I might do Ardas, Shukrana di Ardas, because it's understanding this body, it's going to come and go. The Atma that sits inside, that is a part of Paramatma, and that is going to stay forever. So Guru Sahib is saying to us, Taravarakaya Pankhaman. Now this Shareed is a bridge, it's a darakht, it's a tree. There is darakht with Sasangaji, they say ke Pankhi Man. There's a panchi, there's a bird sitting inside this tree. And what is that bird? It's a Man-rupi panchi. Kehanda pav hai Sasangaji ke this body of ours, inside it sits a mind. Just like how in the tree a bird sits. It's an analogy Guru Sahib is giving. But what an analogy they're giving. The Guru is saying the mind is like a panchi, a bird. Why? Because the mind never sits still. The mind is always moving. The mind is always thinking. What is the meaning of man? Sankalapa vikalapa vohi mana. That is the meaning of the mind. Sankalap ate vikalap. Sankalap means a thought. Vikalap means the thought that comes out of the thought. That is our mind. It's just thoughts and thoughts. Furne. That is the mind. One furna, then another furna. Again and again. Sankalap vikalap vohi mana. So Guru Sahib is saying that in this body that is like a tree, inside it sits a panchi. Taravara kaya pankhamana, taravara pankhi pancha. The Sasangaji, inside that tree sits even more birds that you could say the children of that bird, the man. That is of the Gyan Indre. We got Pancha Gyan Indre. That is our eyes with which we see. Then we have our ears, nose, to smell, touch, and taste. So we understand what these five are. Guru Sahib is saying that these five reside inside us, Hanji.
Tat chugah mil ek se tin ko fas na ranch.
The Sasangaji, when those Gyan Indre come together, Akatte honde ne Sasangaji, with the mind, they all come together. If they're able to do that, and tat chugahe means when the bird in that case is eating. They're eating the food that they have, their bhojan. In this case, what is the true bhojan? Naam rupi bhojan. Tata chugahe. If they eat upon that naam rupi bhojan, tata chugahe mila ek se. Then they can meet WhyGuru. So what Guru Sahib is saying here is that there's different types of food that we can eat. But the highest type of food is Amritanam. And if we take our thoughts and we take our Gyan Indre, our eyes, and we look at the Guru, whether that's through reading Gurbani, Netri Satguru Pekhana. So this is practically. Akhara he says for eyes netri Satguru Pekhana, to see our Guru. The for is Sravani Sonana Guruna. For is to listen to the Guru's bachan. And before that, talking about Jeheva Jap Guruna, through our tongue, Naam Japana. So by using all our senses, for our hands, we can do seva heart pao sab kaam karachit niranjan nal. We can serve our Guru through our hands as well, using all our senses. He said, Tat mila hai, tat chug hai mila ek se, tinako fasna rancha. Then Guru said, Tinako onanu fasna rancha. They said, not even a small ranch here can mean a rai matar. A rai matar means like even smaller than a sesame seed. That no pas here means fahi. Jama di fahi. The noose of death cannot touch that person who indulge themselves in WhyGuruji's Amrita Naam Hanji.
ਉੱਡ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਗੁਲ ਬੇਗੁਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਹੈ ਚੋਗ ਘਣੀ.
So Guru Sahib Ji continues in the talk about this Panchi and saying Udd hai ta begule begule. Begule here means turant hi. Teji teji, very quickly. Udd, so very fast, right? Udd hai ta begule begule. Guru Sahib is saying that what happens though? This is the whole point of the sarir, right? Haramandar eho sarir hai. Guru Sahib is saying that this body is Haramandar. It's the home of God. Haramandar eho sarir hai, gyan pargat, gyan ratan pargat hoye. Now inside this body sits all the gyan, sits all the jewels. Jo brahmanda, soy pind. That what we're looking for outside is inside us. So this panchi, this bird, can find everything on that tree. Phal phol, flowers, fruits. But what does it do? At the first instance, udde hai ta begule begule. That teji says very fast. When it looks somewhere else and it sees something else, udde hai, it flies away. It flies away from its own body. And imagine our size. Through, like we said before, tadavada kaya pankha mana, tadavada pankhi pancha, mana te panch gyan indre sasingji. We had this mind, the panch gyan indre, the five senses. Where are they being directed? Baro, outside. The mind is outside. The mind is on our house. The mind is on our family. The mind is on our bank account, on our money. The mind is not sitting inside where manatu jota srupa hai, apana mool pachan. Where WhyGuruji sits inside us, the mind is not inside, the mind is outside. The Gyanindre, when the Guru is saying, go inside, mana mehe simran karya. We read in Rehra Sahib, ka mana mehe, that means mana vicha, mana mehe simran karya. Inside, we are going outside. The Guru is saying to us, Maharaji is saying that you don't have to go far. Everything is here. Everything is inside. But we are going outside. So, uddheta begale begale, takehe choga kani. Takehe takehe to look, that person becomes caught up in chog. It means again the food of Vishyavikar. Vishyavikar mean the passions of the world, the desires of the world. That what happens to us? We keep going out. We keep looking out. Because we think from outside we're going to gain sukh. But Maharaji says to us, Kara sukhavasya. Then they say, Bahara sukhapaya. Right? Comes in gurbani that if we find the sukh inside us, then there'll be sukh outside. But we want sukh from outside, then we think sukh will come inside. But this is the opposite of what Guru Nanak is teaching us, or what Gurbani or any Bani is teaching us. That's why they talk about the Ganga and they say, Ulati Ganga Vahayo, and that what the Guru did was they did everything the opposite to the world. The world is saying, live in the world, focus, be successful in the world, then you'll be happy. The Guru is saying, connect to Paramatma, become happy, then you'll be successful in your life and in the whole world. Manajita Jagajit. Conquer your mind, then you conquer the world. So the teachings of the Guru are different to what the world is saying to us. That uddheta begale begale, Ta ke hai choga kani. We're looking in the wrong place, Guru Sahib is saying to us. Looking in the wrong place. Everything that we're looking for, Guru Sahib has said, is inside us. It's sitting inside us. But we don't spend time with ourselves. That's why the Maharaji again and again says, ke Saad Sangat karo, do Saad Sangat, but we have to do our own kamai as well. Okay, find a quiet place and sit there on our own and just be comfortable with ourselves. When it was COVID and we were all stuck indoors, people going crazy because nobody can live on their own. We can't even sit on our own. We always need company. Obviously, Sangat is important, but there's a time where we have to sit on our own and sit with our own thoughts and control those thoughts as well. So Guru Sahib is saying to us here that bird flies off to another tree or to another place to partake in that pleasure that they find there, Hanji.
ਪੰਖ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਫਾਹੀ ਪੜੀ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਭੀੜ ਬਣੀ.
So pankh tutte. Pankh means their kamb, their wings. Pankh tutte. They say that what happens that when they start to fly away, that their wings break. So when their wings break, then what can that person do? How can that person fly anymore? Or that bird in that case, pankh tutte, fahi padi. So padi here means pair jandi hai. So fahi padi. Jo jamadi fahi hai sasanga, noose of death. They say it comes around our neck. Fahi padi. Because now we're unable to escape it. We can't escape death because we have no wings to fly away. So pank tote fahi padi. Avaguna padi here is soft, right? It's not meaning padna to read. Padi here means pair jande to place upon galete. That it falls upon that person. Avaguna pida. Avaguna
ਭੀੜ ਬਣੀ.
pida bani. And why is that? Because of all our organ, all of our demerits, all the actions, the bad actions that we've done, it has caused us so much dukh, pida bani. So much pain, so much worry has come. Musibat, all this troubles in our lives because of this, because of where we put our dhyan, where we put our focus. So Guru Maharaj is saying to us that when we come to the Guru and we come into the Sharan of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, then the Guru is telling us to focus inside. Focus on what is sitting inside us. All that we desire is not too far away from us. Sada anga sange apangang bepute. Anga sange. It is closer to us in our own hands and limbs, Hanji.
ਬਿਨ ਸਾਚ ਕਿਉ ਛੂਟੀਐ ਹਰ ਗੁਣ ਕਰਮ ਮਣੀ.
So then the Sikh can ask this question, okay, Maharaji, how do we gain this chotakara, this freedom, or this breaking of that bond between us and maut and death? The Guru Sahib is saying to us that is through naam. Bin sache kyo chuti hai? Ke sache naam to bina saad sangat ji, without this true name, kyo chuti hai? How can we gain this freedom? We cannot gain this freedom. Har guna karma mani. It's har guna. Ke WhyGuru ji de guna nu gauna karke by singing WhyGuru ji's praises, har guna karma mani. When we sing WhyGuru ji's praises, when we remember their gun and we say WhyGuru, do Gur mantar da jap, mu mantar da jap, read gurbani, listen to Katha, Kirtan. When we do these things, then we can escape. That is our savior here. It's gurbani. Bina sache kyo chutiya har guna, but this is only gained through karma mani. Karma mani here means through vadde pag, great fortune. Bina paga satasang na labbe. Guru said, he's made it clear to us that without great fortune, we cannot find Sad Sangat. And here they say, karma mani, without this great fortune, Haragun, how are we going to ever praise WhyGuruji? How will we even know to praise WhyGuruji? If somebody lives somewhere, you could say here in the West, America, or somewhere, and they go to school, and all they learn from their, you could say their teacher, is to praise yourself, is to always think yourself as the best. What chance does that person have? If they're told from a young age that it's all about you, it's all about yourself, Build your own self up. Don't worry about anybody else. It's a dog-eat-dog world. So be the one, to, smash it out. Don't worry about nothing else, nobody else. What chance does that person have? Compared to somebody who's born to the house of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and they're told from a young age, okay, no. What we learn? That we're the lowest of the low. Manda jane aap ko, avra pala sansar. We're taught that we are the lowest of the low. We are taught that we are nobody, that I am evil, and that everybody else is good. This is the Sikhya that the Guru gives us, that we are the lowest of the low, and see ourselves as the lowest of the low. And always help the people around us, because it's our duty. Don't become attached. Don't have expectations for something in return, because we all know when expectations come, that's where all the dukh comes as well. But Guru says, make clear to us that what is our Sikhya, what is our Prayojan, what is our purpose in this life. Guru Sahib has made it clear to us many times in Gurbani. At the Has Padke or Sonake, listen to our history, it's very clear the marg of Sikhi, what we need to follow. So we're very lucky. That's why Maharaj says, Kadama Mani, we have very good fortune. Whether that's from our Janam, that we're born to go to Sikh Parivar, or later on, Jawani de vich maybe we learn about Sikhi, and then we take upon Sikhi, and then Maharaj Kirpa, that Sikhi goes to our whole family as well. The whole family there could be no Sikh in that family. They could all be just the typical Punjabi Parivar, where there's mas and sharab in the house. All it takes is one person in that Parivar to shut all that stuff, to start doing naam japana. And then what happens? Everybody else in the family stops as well. They give up all the meat, all the sharab, everything, and they start doing bhakti. Because when gurbani starts doing prayer in the house, the mahol, the atmosphere of the house changes as well. That is the effect of gurbani. So as a Sikh, we don't go around and we don't say to our parents that, tu galte, you're wrong, and you're doing pop. That's the last thing we want to do. Then they're never going to listen to us. Lead by example. Lead by example of what the Sikh of the Guru should be, and then our family will see themselves as well. Don't become a preacher to our families. Trust me, the last people you're going to preach to is your own family. It's the worst thing you can do. Live Sikhi. And when we live Sikhi, then it will inspire the people around us as well to live Sikhi, because they'll see a difference in that person. So Guru is saying, Kadama Mani, that look at the fortune that we have, that we're able to sing WhyGuru's praises, and we know that the highest thing to do in Kaljug is Har Ko Naam Japa, Nirmal Karama Hanji.
Aap chadaye chutiya, vadda aap dhani.
So Vadda Aap, Vadda Sahib, Ucha Thao, that WhyGuru is the greatest of the great. Vadda Aap. They themselves are then Tani. They're the Malik, they're the master of everybody, WhyGuruji. They're all our masters. They're the master of everybody, sorry. So Guru Sahib is saying to that one WhyGuruji that they are Vadda Aap Tani. Aap Vadda hai, they're the highest of the high Tani. Sabra da Malik hai, they're the master of everyone. And when WhyGuruji chooses, Aap Chadaye, then WhyGuruji releases us from those shackles. Tadavarakaya Pankh Man. That we don't become like that Panchi that is always flying around from one place to the other, like a mind as like a bandar vangya, like it keeps nudging and tapping here from there. It doesn't sit still. There's no takar, there's no stillness in the mind. But when Guru Sahib Ji does kirpa, the aap chadai chutti hai. Then Guru Sahib Ji allows us to escape from this wandering mind that does not sit still, Hanji.
Gur prasadi chutiya, kirpa aap kare.
So Satsanga Ji, we have WhyGuru, then we have the Guru, then we have the Sikh, you could say. It is through WhyGuruji's kirpa that we're blessed with a Guru. Then it's through the Guru's kirpa that we can meet WhyGuruji. That is the play that WhyGuruji has given us. Just like again Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaji, Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaji did ardas to Parameshwarji, to WhyGuruji. When Guru Amar Das Ji did benti to WhyGuruji, Then WhyGuru sent them the Guru. They sent them Guru Angad Dev Ji. They sent them Guru Nanak Ji through the Shabad that we heard last week. Ke paya manur kanchan phir hove, je Guru mile tne ha. So WhyGuru sent them the Satguru. And then when Guru Amar Das Ji met Guru Angad Dev Ji, they for 12 years, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj Ji di seva karke, by serving them for 12 years, the most hardest seva, sab to kathan seva, to do jaldi seva, every morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, to go to Bias with a gagar, a big empty pitcher, fill it with water and walk back to do Guru Angad Dev Ji's Ishnan, to wash all of Guru Angad Dev Ji's clothes, and then to wash Guru Angad Dev Ji's charan. Every single morning, Guru Amar Das Ji did this for 12 years. 12 years, whatever the weather was, chakhara chagi miho varse, pi Guru dekhana jai. Even if it was raining, it was a storm. Now we say, Guru Seva te pagat kamai. Guru Seva te pagat kamai. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji, for 12 years, they Guru Seva te pagat kamai. Many Guru Sikhs will even say that Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji do 84 Japji Sadh every single day. 84 part, every single Japji Sadh part. So Guru Seva te pagat kamai. Our Gurus were not, our Gurus didn't speak about the truth. Our Gurus spoke about the truth and they lived the truth. Sacho ore sabko. They say the highest thing above the truth is such achar, to live the truth. Our Gurus didn't just speak about the truth, the Gurus lived the truth. The Gurus walked the path. Now we say ke Sant ke marga taram ki pauri, ko vada pagi pai. The path of the saints is the path of taram, is righteousness, to live by the truth, to walk the truth. That is our Guru. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji, for 12 years, 12 saal vaste Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji served Guru Angad Dev Ji through Seva te Simran. Then when the day would start, Guru Amar Das Ji would go into the jungles and get the wood for the balan, for the fire, for the langar, Guru ka langar, Guru Seva. And then they polish the feet of the Sadh Sangat. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji, our own Guru themselves, Guru Amar Das Ji wasn't in Javandi Avastha. They weren't like 25, like a lot of us, young, strong bodies. We could do a lot of seva if, we just got off our backsides and did more. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji was in their elder ages. Siddhir karke, Guru Amar Das Ji was back in their 70s when they started to serve Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. They say 72. Okay, Vidwan Nikdehan, they say they were 72 for 12 years at 84. Other people said even older. Then Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji went all the way up to 100 years old, being a Guru as well. So the point of saying this is that Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji did ardas, or Baba Amuru Ji at that time did ardas to WhyGuru Ji. WhyGuru Ji gave them a Satguru. That Satguru, Guru Angad Dev Ji, made them become one with WhyGuru Ji. They blessed him with a Gurta Gaddi, Sab to Vaddi Da. The greatest gift anybody can gain from the Guru is Gurta Gaddi, or another Guru Sikh said, Shahidi. These are the greatest gifts in Sikhi, is either the Gurta Gaddi or to obtain Shahidi Didat. So Guru Amar Das Ji gained Gurta Gaddi. They became one with Paramatma. Har har jan do ek hai. Bib vichar ka chana hai. They became one with WhyGuru Ji. Hanji.
ਆਪਣੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਜੈ ਪਾਵੈ ਤੈ ਦੇ.
So apne haath vadaiya. Guru Maharaj Ji saying akhili pankti de vich ke apne haath vadaiya. Ke WhyGuru Ji themselves, ke in the hand of WhyGuru Ji is all the vadaiya, is all the greatness. Everything that we want is in WhyGuru Ji's hands. Everything that we need is in WhyGuru Ji's hands. Sabna galla samratha swami. So kyo mana vasare. So kyo mana vasare. Say, hey mere mana, so kyo mana vasare. Why do we forget WhyGuru Ji? They're the greatest of the great. Why do we forget them for? So everything sits in their hands. Everything sits in the hands of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. If you want something, then we should go to our Guru. Dadda data eka hai, sab they give it to everyone, WhyGuru Ji. There's nobody else for the Sikh. If a Sikh needs something, then the Sikh goes to the Guru. They don't go to any other Pandit or Rishi, or Devi Devte. The Sikh of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji goes to only Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji alone, because there's no one greater than Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. And if Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji does not give it to us, then Satguru Sabran da Pala Manaida Testa Bura Kyo Hoy. Guru Sahib Ji does not want us to be dukhi. Guru Sahib Ji doesn't want us to be sad. Guru Sahib Ji only wants our pala, so if we don't gain it, it's for our own pala, it's for our own good. If we were meant to gain it, it was not in WhyGuruji's hukum, but WhyGuruji's hukum is perfect. We are not perfect. The Guru is perfect. Pullan under the sabako. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. But a pull means pullun to ret. A pull Guru kartar. Guru ate kartar pave WhyGuruji, they are perfect. The Guru can never make a mistake. And neither can WhyGuruji. They can never, ever, ever make a mistake. We make mistakes all the time. And we have dubda, we have doubt in our Guru. Okay, the Guru didn't do this, this was wrong. This is wrong what the Guru did. But no, the Guru can never do wrong. Our mind is our drishti, the way we look at the world. But the Guru always does pala for everybody. So Maharji says in his last pankti, कि अपने हाथ वडाया जय भावे ते दे जय भावे. If it pleases WhyGuruji, te de, then WhyGuruji gives it to us. If it doesn't please them, then we don't gain it. And that's when we say कि जी जंत सब सरन तुम्हारी सर्ब चिंत तुद पासे जो तुद भावे सोई चंगा. एक नानक की अरदास. This is our ardas कि जय भावे ते दे, that jo to the pave soi changa ek nanak ki ardase. So if it pleases you, WhyGuruji, then it pleases me. So in your bente parvan karne asas, and you please go the mistakes made in the Katha, which are the Japji Sahib course will stop upstairs in 15 minutes. So if you want to learn more about Japji Sahib in English, then you come upstairs and we'll go for that in a presentation format with the last two pankti, and then we'll do samapti. Deho sajjanasi sariya जो होवे साहिब स्यो मेल.
गुर प्रसादी छूटिया कृपा आप करे अपना हाथ वडाइया जय भावे ते दे.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
WhyGuru, WhyGuru.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.